and hopefully we'll get it resolved here in just a few moments.
It's okay. Hey, stop the music. Stop the music. Hey, we gave you your time now. We don't see your partner here, so give us the belts. Give it up. You can't defend them. You don't have your partner here. We know what the rules are. We've seen it happen. You've got to give up the belts, brother.
Eddie Gilbert, you do have a point. It's our intention here in the UWF to make our champions either defend their belts or give them up. Chris, we've given you extra time. We all know that Terry Taylor's on his way, but those are the rules.
Well, it's up to Chris Adams here.
Mr. Mantell, I know that they are the rules, but I do have an option, right?
Yes, you do.
And can you tell everybody what the option is?
You can either defend the belts or give them up.
I can defend the belts on my own against... I'd rather defend the belts on my own than give it to you two punks.
Chris, there's two of them. Now, I can't recommend you do that at all, Chris. You're a friend of mine.
Oh, Mr. Mantell, listen. I've wasted enough of my life. I've wasted the last 3 months doing you know what, Iceman, because you keep bringing it up. But I'll tell you what. I am not going to give up. I know that my tag team partner, Terry Taylor, has a purely legitimate reason for not being here, and I want to fight for both of us. And I know that I may have a man right here, but I've got a buckwheat right here, and I tell you what, I'll take both of you on. I want to take both of you on.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm glad you gonna fight, because I'm gonna beat you like you stole stuff out my Cadillac, you jailbird.
Well, Chris Adams, I'll tell you, you talk about courage. He has come to the front on his problem that he had. He has met every challenge head on. He has not avoided any issue. He has not avoided any reporters, anyone wanting to know his story, and he's not avoiding this challenge. Even though Ken Mantell strongly advised Chris not to accept this situation, unfortunately, in these particular situations, there's very few alternatives. And you heard both of them. He can defend the belts as signed, or he can forfeit. And it's certainly not a situation that the Universal Wrestling Federation wants to create. But in the same respect, Terry Taylor, who we understand has some transportation problems and is on his body slam, and once again kicking away. At the head of Chris Adams is the Iceman, the southpaw from St. Louis, with a big, big left hook. And Adams saying no, don't stop it. The referee's looked at it a couple of times now. Adams fighting back. Have you ever seen anybody with a bigger heart than Chris Adams is displaying on this evening? He is one half of the Universal Tag Team Champions. But Sting, the impressive youngster from Hot Stuff Stable, now really opening up on Chris Adams. Adams is bleeding profusely here on the UWF. There's the elbow. Sting goes for the coup de grace. Adams moves. That would have been all she wrote right there, and Sting makes the tag. The fresh man's back in the ring. And surprisingly enough, they have punished Adams. That's no surprise. What is a surprise is that they have not. I repeat, they have not gone for the pin. And look at Adams. Adams has, I don't know how much longer he can even get up on his feet. Adams with a, that's a dangerous look. Now look at Gilbert. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Now that is terrible. That's sickening on the outside. Gilbert getting involved now, and Adams is there alone. A headbutt by the Iceman. Once again, I think Fergie's just about ready to stop this thing. And I can't say as I blame him here. He cannot let it go on too long. Adams is where he is in very, very dear physical danger here. And the referee looks like he's getting ready to stop this thing. Adams holding on. Chris Adams literally appealing with all his heart for the referee not to stop this matchup, and the Iceman's kicking away. And how much longer can he go? And the roar of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Taylor has just come into the building. Terry Taylor he hasn't even set his suitcase down. Terry Taylor, without Halliburton, there's Terry Taylor with a metal suitcase. Terry Taylor, and that suitcase is a weapon. The referee calling for the bell. Taylor had just nailed the Iceman. He had just nailed Sting. Terry Taylor with that metal suitcase. The referee has called for the bell, but Taylor has...
Ladies and gentlemen, over the past few weeks, one of the hottest topics in the entire wrestling world today, and especially here in the Universal Wrestling Federation, is the feud between Devastation Incorporated and the Fabulous Freebirds. Now, Terry Bam Bam Gordy of the Freebirds was not present. He was in Japan. He has cut his trip short and come back from Japan. This feud, Terry, we've asked you out here. We'd like to get a few comments from you on your feelings on the feud with Devastation Incorporated.
I didn't come here to talk. I come here to kick somebody's butt.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the acquisition of Devastation Incorporated, the Angel of Death, and Terry, we know that the Angel of Death was a protege of the Fabulous Freebirds. Your comments on his turn?
All I can say is I'm ready to kick his too, anytime, man. Hey, listen, I cut my trip short from Japan just to come here and get a hold of Akbar's group. And let me tell you, and especially that big, tall, 500-pound, one-man gang. Like I said, I didn't come here to talk. You just get somebody in the ring, I'm ready to kick them.
I understand that, Terry. You know, one more thing, we'd like to ask you exactly, you weren't here. They hurt Michael Hayes, and they also Buddy Roberts. Now, your feelings on that. You were on...
Terry Gordy he's not wanting to talk to anybody, I tell you. Gosh almighty. Bruce Pritchard trying to conduct an interview there, Gordy manhandling him, and Gordy is the king of the ring, Teddy, so to speak, at this point in time, and you know him very well.
I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, I've dealt with him personally. I have no love lost at all for the man. As a matter of fact, that's one man there that nearly ended my career. I've never seen him so animate about getting somebody in the ring.
And nobody wants to come in the ring, and who could blame them? Ladies and gentlemen, while they're trying to clear the ring, we'll check on Bruce. I hope he's all right. The referee's trying to converse here with Bam Bam Gordy. Fellas, I don't know if I step in the lion's den or not.
No, I don't think so. He's not in a talking mood. It's obvious. He wants somebody in the ring. He wants a little revenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come right back with more exciting Universal Wrestling Federation action.
It's insane right now. He wants to get a hold of somebody, and these two guys that are in the ring are at the right place, but it's the wrong time.
Well, these two guys are here to wrestle each other, both making their debut here on the Universal Wrestling Federation. Two finely conditioned athletes, and Gordy ramming Ron Sexton's head into the timer's table.
It's typical Terry Gordy. It's typical Freebird style. They get frustrated, they get mad, they're going to take it out on somebody, and those are the guys that happen to be there at the time.
Gordy's clothesline. Remember, this match is Marcus Hawk versus Ron Sexton. Marcus Hawk just went flying to the concrete. Ron Sexton has been hammered, and I mean hammered by Bam Bam. Gordy is over the line. This man is out of control. He is seeing Devastation Incorporated in everyone he sees. And man, Ron Sexton his head busted against that steel post, Teddy.
Well, very obviously, Terry Gordy is making a statement right here and right now, and he's doing it in typical Freebird fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Freebird War with Devastation Incorporated. What a situation. I don't even know what Gordy still wanting to beat people up. Sexton's been busted open. Ron Sexton's been busted open. Gordy bringing him back in the ring. And these poor guys are going to wrestle each other. And there goes the referee. Man, there's trouble now. I'll tell you, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who wants to go in the ring to stop this one. Sexton is busted open. They're calling for the bell. Hopefully we'll get some help up there. Terry Gordy has knocked down the referee. He's beat up Ron Sexton. He's annihilated Marcus Hall, and he's getting ready for devastation, Ted.
This is too much. It's too much, Jim. There's no call for what he's doing.
This is carnage. This is like a wreck on the interstate. There goes Ron Sexton on the outside. Gordy has ravaged everybody in and around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the television title is yet to come. We'll try to get Gordy out of the ring. High flyer indeed, as Chavo Guerrero, the pride of Fountain Valley, California, comes to the ring, Michael.
You know, I have experience of wrestling against Chavo Guerrero. He is a very, very good scientific wrestler, very fast.
From Fountain Valley, California, at 225 pounds, Chavo Guerrero.
And the thing that you have to do with a man like that,
Time remaining.
the thing you have to do, Jim Ross, is keep him on the mat. Don't give him the opportunity to get up on the ropes, start doing his aerial maneuvers. Keep him out of his game plan.
That's great strategy.
He better keep out of the way of that ninja stick.
The bell sounds here on the Universal Wrestling Federation as the Super Ninja.
Or you can't trust him a minute. You seen what he was part of that whole setup that they did to me a couple of weeks ago.
He made some bucks off that situation, a few yen. Some great events. And next week, ladies and gentlemen, here on the program, Steve Dr. Death Williams will be back with us here on television.
There goes that Latin temper. He's firing up quick. Ninja had a reverse chin lock on him, pulled him down by the hair.
Well, I'll tell you something. I wonder if Young's going to give the money back. I mean, that may be a facetious question. It's 39 grand.
39 grand, I wouldn't be giving it back.
Well, there may be $39,000 worth of hide coming off his body if Chavo Guerrero gets his hands on him. I think that's the ultimate situation right here, is that Guerrero wants his money back. And I don't know. You know, I don't understand Gary Young's MO in that situation. $39,000, obviously a lot of money, but well, he and Chavo were great friends. I mean,
that's true. They're both, you know, Chavo spent a lot of time in Houston, is well received there. But still, the thing is, I bet there's a lot of people out there who would take a terrible butt kicking just to be paid 39 grand.
Ooh.
Oh, good savate kick, and it registered right on the sternum there. Went for it, reversal. Partial judo chop. You know, some of this ninja stuff is quite different than the karate and, you know, catch-as-can wrestling that you're used to. Here he goes. Now see, beautiful flying body press off the middle of the ropes. Not a lot of people can do that.
and Chavo Guerrero